Hello my lovelies and welcome back. Today we're gonna play with some high-end makeup from TJ Maxx. Jackie actually went to 4 different ones to find all these products. There weren't a lot of choices. A lot of them just didn't have a lot of products on shelves. Some of them were cleaning them out and putting new stock in, but they were not doing it today. So this is what we're playing with today, and there are some really good products I'm excited to play with that I haven't tried before. So let's begin. I'm gonna quickly prime my eyelids using Urban Decay Eyeshadow Potion Primer, the original one. For the eyeshadow palette, we're gonna play with Uoma Beauty. This is their Moonlight Crystal Palette. It's still available at Sephora. At TJ Maxx, we got it for $14.99, and currently it's $58 for full retail cost. Let's go in with this darker purple right here. It has a little bit of like a shimmer.
Well, you can clean them.
Very, very dark and pigmented, as you can see. It's blending pretty good. I like the tiny little reflect in there. It's really pretty. Next, I want to take this beautiful lilac shade, this one right here, and put it kind of all over the crease, kind of going like 3/4 of the way out and all the way to the inner corner. I think that's gonna be really pretty. It's picking up on the brush pretty good, but there is quite a bit of kickback. If anything, I might use Fix Plus to get him a little bit more intense, but let's see. That's a pretty shade. Wow, that's stunning. I actually really like those two mixed together. I just didn't know how it would look. I wish they were a little bit more creamy and a little more wet looking because they're a little powdery, I will admit. So I wet the lilac shade, and I think I like it more wet. It gives it that really beautiful kind of wet holographic look, but it's still really pretty. It gives it a little bit more dimension in my opinion. Ooh, that's stunning. Okay, I'm gonna take this blue purple, and I think I'm gonna wet it also. Yeah, these are a little bit more chalky. I'm just gonna take Fix Plus and kind of soak this in there. And I think I'm not gonna create a crazy wing or anything, because I think this is not really showing up really well. And it's not blue, it's like this shade, so it's not even really doing anything. Yeah, we're gonna skip that. Okay, so for mascara, we have this one by Morphe. This is their Make It Big Volumizing Mascara. They did a collection with Coca-Cola, 1971. We were thinking, is there Coca-Cola in here? Like, what does Coca-Cola have to do with anything? But literally, Coca-Cola and Morphe. You have the boar bristles. There's a little bit of tapering towards the center, and then they get nice, big, and fluffy towards the end. So let's see what this is. And we bought it for $5.99, and it originally, the full retail price is what, Jackie? $12. Okay, nice and black right away. Wow, 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 okay. I'm trying to be a little more cautious applying this because the wand is pretty big. I just don't want to get it all over my eyelids. I'm not really able to get a lot of volume with this. It's lengthening them, but it's not really volumizing. Maybe I have to wait a little bit more. That's kind of funny because it's literally in the name, volumizing mascara. So I'm gonna give it maybe like a minute or so, and then I wanna come back and get a little bit more mascara with volume, just because with this look, I want a little bit more intensity. And if not, Jackie found one of my favorite mascaras by Marc Jacobs. It's their At Lash mascara. But unfortunately, you guys know the news. Marc Jacobs doesn't have a makeup brand anymore. This was one of my favorite mascaras, and we got a fresh new tube. So if anything, if I can't get the volume with Morphe, I'll get it with this one. Let's move on to the face. So Jackie found this Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. It's supposed to instantly illuminate, hydrate, and improve your foundation wear all day with vitamin C. So at TJ Maxx, it was $12.99. Retail price is $40. And I'm only gonna apply half of my face. So let's do this half right here, the right side. It smells like vitamin C. It is actually thicker, but it's spreading out really nice. I'm already pretty glowy, so I'm glowy on both sides, so that's good. Do I see a difference with my pores? Yeah, I feel like I kind of do. Okay, now that the primer had a little bit of time to sit, it does not look good. Every little texture is exaggerated because it has this illuminating property with glitter or shimmer. Oh, that looks bad. Oh my, and it's pilling. Look at that, literally pilling. Maybe it's old, but upon application, it felt pretty good. It definitely felt a little thicker, but it spread out pretty nice. But then after like a minute or so, as it sat on my face, it just started looking extra glowy and thick. in a lot of these parts, and it feels very powdery now, but it also feels oily at the same time. Like this side actually feels so much better, and my skin looks very smooth and even. And on this side with the primer, all of the texture is so exaggerated because it's literally highlighted. Let's go for a foundation. This is already mine. I just gonna apply it. My Lancome Tint Idyll Ultra Wear foundation. With this foundation, it wears beautifully with most every primer that I've tried, besides this one right here. Right here on the pores, it literally looks orange up close, and you can literally see where the primer is heavier, and it looks so thick and crusty with the primer, versus on this side, it's very smooth, it's very even in the way it usually looks, this foundation, because this foundation is beautiful and stunning on the skin. This primer is making it look really uneven in texture. It looks very uneven in color and tone, and it just looks really heavy and cakey. So this primer is a no-go. Next we have a lip replumping balm from Lancome. I don't think they have this anymore. Jackie said she was looking, but this right here is $9.99 at TJ Maxx. Really cute packaging. It looks like they're lip glosses, right? I like the purple. Oh, it matches my eyes. Would you look at that? Oh, it's very thick and clear.
How does it taste?
Do you need to put it in your mouth?
Nope. It just went in there on its own. It does kind of have a taste. What is that? Kind of tastes like hairspray, but it has a really interesting, it's kind of burning my lips. Is it supposed to? It is plumping my lips a tad. It's not really burning. It kind of has, it doesn't really have that minty sensation. It has more of like you ate something spicy and like the outside of your lips feel a little, you know, feel that heat. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel minty. I wish it felt minty. But so far it's not bad. So for concealer, I'm using Makeup Forever Self Setting with Dior Forever Correct concealer. I like mixing these two together. They just give me beautiful coverage, beautiful finish, and I don't have to set it if I don't have to, but we will because we have a setting powder. Okay, I'm debating between this shadow right here that I tried to do an eyeliner, or this one right here in the lower lash line. We're just gonna take the lighter one. Okay, some of these shadows are very underwhelming. Okay, I'm actually gonna mix the pink and the baby blue together. I'm gonna wet that, and then it's gonna be an inner corner highlight. And then I wanna place it right here just in the center. Okay, I am gonna set my under eye concealer just a little bit because like I said, we have a setting powder. This one is by NARS. This is their light reflecting setting powder. It's a loose powder in shade Crystal, which is their translucent, but it's brand new. Nobody has touched it, which is nice. And we got it for $12.99. Retail price? $39. I'm gonna take my little Beauty Blender puff. I love this thing. It's so good. I'm gonna set it underneath the eyes, just very gently and lightly. Bam! That is so smooth. I will say it's a little too mattifying for me personally, from what I remember, but this is so smooth and it's beautiful under the eyes. And I feel like it does wear beautifully as the day goes on. It doesn't make your skin feel tight. It doesn't make it feel dry. It just kind of lets your natural oils come to the surface, but it also helps them stay at bay. They don't go haywire. But I will say the puff really makes a difference. This one in particular.
First time you're using a puff?
This?
Yeah.
No. Why? You've never seen it?
No.
I always use it off camera.
Oh.
I feel like I've talked about it, but I probably haven't.
No, this is the first time, like, I think everybody's just as shocked as I am. What is that?
It's my beautiful puff. I love this thing. We have a contour stick by Uoma Beauty. Am I saying that right? I feel like I always butcher it. Uoma. This is their Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Stick. $16.99, and it's in shade White Pearl. Okay, so one side you have the contour, which actually looks really, really pretty. What is the retail price of this?
$40.
$40. Like I said, $16.99. And then the other shade, it's the highlighting shade, which I don't think I'm gonna use. It's not really going with the eyeshadow, but that's actually really pretty. Ooh, ooh. That is pigmented, just a little bit. Like this is pigmented. Wow. I'm just taking my Makeup by Mario, their F1 brush. This one is for like contour, bronzing. It's really good. Looks like it's blending out okay. I'm trying to kind of just tap it and give it gentle swiping motions. Oh, it's actually blending out really nice. Wow, this product so far is really good, even just for the contour stick. Wow, look at that. Wow, I'm actually pretty impressed with that. A little bit more elbow grease required if it's sitting there for a little bit, but it's still blending out really nice. Okay, so this contour stick is actually really, really pretty. It's super creamy, it's super blendable. I like that it's also buildable. It looks very intimidating when you first apply because it is so pigmented, but when you blend it out, it actually gives a really, really nice diffused look. But I will say on the primer side, it's having a harder time. You can actually see a spot right here and right here where it's not blending out because it's literally stuck on the primer, and you can actually see the primer right there. If I rub it, it pills. Like, you can actually see that. Do you see it? Like touching it and it's moving around. But on this side, it's really nice and smooth. Had no issues blending it out. It's beautiful. I'm gonna use my Lawless blush in shade Vintage Love, which I think will look really pretty with this look. We don't have a blush from TJ Maxx. Oh yeah, it's nice and subtle, but it gives a nice look. All right, we do have a bronzer, a loose bronzer by Guerlain. This is their Terracotta Mineral Flawless Bronzing Powder in #1 Light. We did check online and it's not currently available from Guerlain itself, like their own website, but you can find it, I think, on Amazon and then some other retailers. Really good reviews from this. And it also comes with a really small little kabuki brush. And this, where is the price? Oh, right here, $16.99. It's $38 on Amazon, but we're not sure how much it actually costs. But this is what it looks like. It's actually pretty cool tone for a bronzer. And they're saying to use their little brush. It's actually really cute. I will say, you will lose it, or I will lose it. I wish it was, I don't know, had a little thing to put it on here. I don't know. But I will probably most definitely lose this brush. Let's go on this side first. Let's go on the good side. Let's see what it looks like. Just doing really light hand. The kabuki brush is shedding really bad. Wow, okay. It looks pretty good, right? It's not intense. Okay, we are shedding. Yeah, it's not too warm, it's not too cool. It's a nice, you know, warmth to the skin without looking muddy. Actually, I really like how tiny this brush is. But I don't trust myself because I am definitely gonna lose it because it's so tiny. Okay, so this bronzer by Guerlain, the loose bronzer, it's actually really pretty. The formula is really stunning. It's very easy to use and it's also very forgiving. I will say the packaging is quite messy. You have to be very careful with this, but I do like this formula and I'm definitely gonna keep using it, but I don't know how old this is. That's the only question I will, or concern. Last thing, we have a lipstick. This is by Bobbi Brown and this is their crushed lip color in shade Cranberry. I'm gonna go with my NYX Nude Truffle Lip Liner. And I will say my lips feel phenomenal with that lip balm. Okay, we're gonna take this shade. If I don't like it, I'm gonna take it off. Oh, I didn't even say the price. $9.99. What is the retail of this? $29. Is it too red? I switched lip liners to Natasha Denona. I need a nude lip crayon in Ilona. I think the color just matches a little bit better. It's not as brown. And then I think we're gonna mix two of her lipstick shades. We have Natasha, and then we have Sava or Sava.
Yeah, that looks pretty.
If only these were at TJ Maxx. So there we have it. I think we actually found some really good stuff. The shadows that I used in the Ether palette, I think they actually turned out really pretty, very vibrant. I will say they were a little powdery, but Fix Plus helped it a lot. And I think they're very vibrant and they're really, really pretty. Not creasing, they don't look awkward, blended out. I'm just really liking this one right here, especially the colors. I think they're really pretty for spring, fall, honestly, any season. What's next that I actually was really impressed with that I've never tried? This right here, this bronzer. This formula is really interesting. Like I said, it's a loose formula. It's a loose mineral powder bronzer, but just the way it blended out, it's very smooth. Even on this side, it's very airbrush looking. It's not intimidating, very beginner friendly, and I'm really sad. I don't know why they took it away. What else did I use? This right here, this contour stick with the highlight. I only used the contour side, but I'm really impressed with how creamy it is, how pigmented it is, but also how buildable and how blendable it is. Even though it's very pigmented, a little bit goes a long way, but you can still build it up to a really nice contour, and I do like the shade a lot. It's a really beautiful neutral cool tone. Mascara was it's okay. For some reason it's still wet, like I can still apply the formula, so it's not really setting. I'm really curious if it's gonna transfer to the lower lash line, but it's not really as volumizing as I was hoping or anticipating, just because the brush was actually really nice to apply. The formula is not too wet, it's not too goopy, it's not too dry. So the formula is nice, but it's having a hard time creating that volume because it's not really setting, which is really fascinating. Usually, well, it's like at least 30 minutes since I apply the mascara and I can still apply it and it's not like stuck or dry. And actually I really like this lip balm by Lancome. The most disappointing product overall was this one right here. Just something about it really exaggerates all the texture, all the fine lines on your face, and it gets stuck in certain spots, and a lot of the makeup it clings onto it and it doesn't want to blend out. I can still see it right here. Hope you guys had fun with us. Jackie, Andre, myself. And you can definitely find some great products at TJ Maxx, but you really have to scour that TJ Maxx. Or if you have multiples, go to multiple locations to find some pretty good products. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye.